We are about to begin the 184th annual sports meet of St. Mary's Anglo-Indian High Secondary School, Chennai 1. In a few moments from now, we shall witness a great show of strength, determination, and valor that burns with the spirit of competition in our budding athletes. But before all this, let us put God first. We shall begin with a prayer song sung by the school choir.
A well-coordinated march past is a feast to the eyes and the ears when coupled with some stirring music. Our cadets demonstrate the heel march by digging their heel to the ground, with toes pointed upwards and arms swinging rhythmically. A comprehensive march past drill they spell out lays emphasis on bearing, marching, saluting, and coordinating.
The most awaited event, the march past, will begin shortly. The 4 houses and the service units are ready for the grand march past. They will be vying for the trophy, one for the best house and one for the best service unit.
Forward march!
With the brass band led by Master Muhammad Akil, bass beat by Master Raj M, Master Maria Santosh and Master Robin Zakaria.
School brass band. Eyes right.
Leading the contingents, we have the school pupil leader, Master Christopher Warren Alexander, holding up the school name with honor and pride. Master Christopher is good in academics and fine artist, a good orator,
Secretaries.
an excellent drummer and a melodious
Eyes
singer.
right.
Closely following him is the assistant school people leader, Master Jay Surya S, carrying the school flag. Master Jay Surya holds a brilliant academic record to his credit.
Brass band.
He is a good orator.
Eyes
He is a
right.
hardworking and a disciplined student.
Following him is Master Sandeep, the sports secretary, and the assistant sports secretary, Master Varun. They are followed by the secretaries and assistant secretaries of various committees. The next contingent to follow is the school team. They are led by Master De Silva Arikaraj, who holds the placard. He is followed by Tamim Ansari
Secretaries.
and Master Syed Abdul
Oh,
Qadir
it's
carrying the sword. They are followed by Master Sanjay S.C., who carries the flag.
Here comes the contingent of
Anthony
Anthony
House.
House. Master Tarun G.K., the vice captain of
Oh,
Anthony House,
right.
holding the placard. He is followed by the flag
On the
bearer, Master Savio B. Leading the contingent in the front is the captain of the Anthony House, Master Carol Emmanuel Fabio E, who will give the salute. The Anthony House follows the motto, ever virtuous. They flash the color yellow. Just look at them putting on their best and marching to the beat.
Next, we have the contingent of
Bosco House. Eyes right.
Master Livinius Christiraj L, the vice captain of Bosco House, holding the placard. He is followed by the flag bearer, Master Nitish. Leading the contingent in the front is the captain of Bosco House, Master Ben Tony S, who will give the salute. The Bosco House motto is Dare and Do. They flash the color blue. They march rhythmically to prove that they are the best.
Anthony House. Eyes front.
The next contingent is the Gabriel House. Master Jaswant K, the vice captain of the Gabriel House, holding
Gabriel
the
House.
placard. He is followed by the flag bearer,
Eyes
Master Irfan Khan.
right.
Leading the contingent in the front is the captain of the Gabriel House, Master Lourdes Zeron X, who will give the salute. Their motto is Stand for Truth. They flash the color green and march to the beat, giving their very best.
Bosco House. Eyes front.
The next contingent is the Rua House. Master Nitish Kumar J, the vice captain of Rua House, holding the placard. He is followed by the flag bearer, Master
Rua
Siran
House.
Abdul Razak.
Eyes right.
Leading the contingent in the front is the captain of Rua House, Master Harrison Raj A, who will give the salute. They uphold the motto, Be Zealous. They flash the color red. They march majestically to prove their passion and strength. Next,
Gabriel House. Eyes front.
we have the contingents of various service units.
The next contingent to
Scouts.
follow is the Scouts. Their motto is be prepared.
Boys,
As
right.
per their motto, they are always ready to serve, anytime, anywhere. Their services during the times of need are remarkable. Holding the placard is Master Mohan J.S. He is followed by Master Harish, proudly marching with the flag. Leading the contingent is the Secretary of Scouts, Master Syed Abdul Hamid S., who will give the salute.
Rose. Boys, front.
The next contingent to follow
NSS.
is NSS,
Boys, right.
a vibrant body of our school. For them, service is the top priority with the motto, not I, but you. Master Jude Zayon, an active member of NSS, holding the placard.
Scouts.
He is followed by Master
Oh,
Darwin
he's
Rosario,
front.
proudly carrying the flag. Leading the
Honest
contingent is Master Priyadarshan, the
Oh,
Secretary
he's
of NSS,
right.
who will give the salute.
The next contingent to follow is the Road Safety Patrol, which is one of a prestigious unit of our school. They are the early birds of our school, and their services in and outside the campus are noteworthy. As their name implies, safety is their top
Boys,
priority.
front.
They do great service in regulating the traffic near the school. Master Yuvanesh holds its name. He is followed by Master Liban Claristo, who briskly marches with the flag. The contingent is led by patrol leader Master Mushin Khan, who will give the salute.
They are followed by 40 flag bearers displaying flag in 4 colors representing the 4 houses: yellow for Anthony, blue for Bosco, green for Gabriel's, and red for Rua.
RSP.
Thank you, sir.
Boys, front.
It was indeed a spectacular show of strength, color, rhythm, order, and coordination. Congrats to all the students who took part in the march past and the house masters, house mistresses, and the PT masters who trained them to perfection. After the spectacular march past, we shall move on to the welcome address.
Respected and honored Chief Guest of the day, Shri M. Alagasan, IRS, Assistant Commissioner of Customs, Airport Cargo, Chennai, and Deputy Chairman, Tamil Nadu State Volleyball Association, Reverend Dr. Thomas Mariraj, the Headmaster, Reverend Father K.J. Anthony, Reverend Father P.J. Sebastian, Father Vincent, and Reverend Father Administrator, Assistant Headmasters Mr. M. Nicholas and Mr. P.J. Irdayaraj, teaching and non-teaching staff, Mr. Satish, President of the PTA, Mr. Devarajan, President of the Alumni Association, members of the PTA and Alumni Association, past peoples, dear parents, special invitees, well-wishers, the sportsmen of the day, and you, my dear students, a very good afternoon and a warm and hearty welcome to you. Today is yet another page added to the history of St. Mary's Anglo-Indian Higher Secondary School, wherein we are about to witness the 184th Annual Sports Day. I am happy to introduce the Chief Guest of the day, Shri M. Alagasan. Shri M. Alagasan is a native of Sayapuram, Thuthukudi district. He did his schooling at G.U. Pope Memorial Higher Secondary School, Thuthukudi. He holds a bachelor's degree from Adityanar College, Thuthukudi district, and a master's degree from Loyola College, Chennai. He has held various posts serving the country, to name a few. He joined the Indian Overseas Bank in 1984, joined as inspector at the Customs and Central Excise Department in 1986, was promoted as the Superintendent of Customs, Central Excise and Service Tax Department in 2003. In the year 2020, he was promoted as the Assistant Commissioner of the Customs, Central Excise and GST. At present, he is working as the Assistant Commissioner of Customs in Airport Cargo, Chennai. His achievements in the field of sports is vast. It is only fitting to let you know a few of his achievements. He has represented Tamil Nadu in the Junior National Volleyball Championship held in Thane in the year 1981, represented Madurai Kamaraj University in the South India Inter-University held in Vizag in 1983. In the year 1984, he represented Madras University in the South India Inter-University held in Bangalore, represented Tamil Nadu in the Senior National Federation Championship held in Badgara, Kerala in Tirunelveli. He has represented Tamil Nadu in the Senior Nationals held in Delhi in 1995. He is excellent in organizing various sports events and has a vast experience in the same. To mention a few, he was a member of the organizing committee in the Indo-Japan Test match held in Chennai, organized event for 60 plus youngsters for senior citizens in 2010 and 2011, organized an All India Volleyball Tournament in 2012, organized throwball tournament for women and school girls continuously for 6 years from 2010 to 2016. Worked as the Vice Chairman of the Organizing Committee of the International Beach Volleyball Tournament held in Chennai in 2008. Was nominated as the Deputy Chairman of the Tamil Nadu State Volleyball Association since 2019. Dear sir, we are honored to have you with us today, and we thank you sincerely for your valuable presence in spite of your busy schedule. Your presence adds meaning to this event. I pray that you are blessed abundantly with many more years of success, health, love, and peace. May every endeavor of yours be blessed. I welcome you wholeheartedly, dear sir, to this sports meet. Reverend Dr. Father Thomas Mariraj, a headmaster, to to you I extend a warm welcome. To you, dear Reverend Father K.J. Anthony, Father P.J. Sebastian, Father Vincent, and I welcome you all wholeheartedly. I welcome dear Reverend, the former superiors of St. Mary's. Thank you, dear fathers, from the bottom of my heart for your continuous support at all times towards the growth of this esteemed institution. A warm welcome to our assistant headmasters, the teaching and non-teaching staff who play a vital role in every endeavor of our institution. Hearty welcome to Reverend Fathers, Sisters, parents, members of the PTA and Alumni Association, special invitees, well-wishers, and you, my dear children, to this 184th Annual Sports Meet. Your presence indeed is very encouraging, and I am sure you will witness a spectacular show by our students. Sports Day is a platform to showcase the talent and efforts put in by you, dear students, to make it a successful event. I warmly appreciate the stars of St. Mary's Anglo-Indian High Secondary School to this mega event of the academic year 2022-2023. Dear students, you are the star that shines brightly in the crown of St. Mary's. I am happy to see you. I am happy to see so many of you all eager to participate in the various events that is to take place shortly. You have indeed practiced, and I am very confident that you will give yourself best. Sports teaches you character. It teaches you to play by the rules. It teaches you to know what it feels like to win and lose. It teaches you about life. As you display your talent out in this field, remember, gold medals aren't really made of gold. They are made of sweat, determination, and a hard to find alloy called guts and determination. I wish every participant the very best for today. Wishing you all a pleasant and memorable day. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Father. It's time for felicitation. I now request Reverend Father Dr. Thomas M., our headmaster, to don a shawl on our chief guest, Sri M. Alagasan, IRS Assistant Commissioner of Customs, Airport Cargo.
School, salute. Order.
I now invite the chief guest, Sri M. Alagasan, to address the gathering and declare the sports meet open. Sir, please.
Respected Reverend, respected Director, Reverend Dr. and Father Mr. Thomas, Headmaster, Reverend Father Vincent, Kabilai, administrator of this event, Mr. Nicholas, Mr. Iridharaj, organizing of the sports meet, Mr. Bhaskar Anand, the physical director, and the assistant secretaries of this fabulous event, Mr. Santosh Rajan and Mr. Jose Lenin Regan. Teachers, my dear teachers, parents, dear students, and all the participants, very warm good evening, good afternoon, everyone. At the outset, I would like to thank the great school which is running more than 184 years of service in the field of both academics and sports. Indeed, it gives me much pleasure to be here before you all sportsmen. It recollect my memories of 80s when I was at your age in my schooling. I started my career in the school of Pope Memorial Higher Secondary School. You all aware of G.U. Pope, who has translated Tirukural in English. I hope all are aware of that. It's a famous legend and divine person from abroad, and he has done too many good things, particularly education, not only education for Tamil also. But we are slowly ignoring Tamil and we are familiar with English. But English people are watching Tamil. It is the first and foremost language in the universe. It is proved. It's okay. I am a sports person. I started my sports career in 8th standard, and slowly I grown and come to this level as assistant commissioner of the central government department. I can proudly say, because of sports, I am elevated to this grand place. So don't think sports is a time passing and a hobby. You should make it as a life. Sports is not a small thing. You can ignore it. In every part of our life, in everywhere you should play. If it's a small gathering of family or friends or social activity, you should be in the mood of spirit and sports. Then only you can achieve and shine, and you can achieve the goal easily. If you play continuously, your body will be shaped up and your mind will be very fresh, so that you can do anything you want. I was molded by a great Christian institution, as I told, G.U. Pope Memorial Higher Secondary School. And I now remember and recollect my teachers who taught me both academics and sports. In a fabulous and fantastic event, I conducted All India Volleyball Tournament. My physical directors were honored by my school physical director and college physical director and the coach for the volleyball national coach. 3 were honored by me, and they were honored by the famous IPS officer, as you all aware, the legend in the police department, Mr. W. Devaram IPS. So why I am telling this, you should not forget your teachers like parents. Nowadays, all the students are just ignoring not only the parents and also the teachers, and who have been working for you all the way in your career. So the respect and discipline particularly for sports person, is very important because you can reach high level. Those who are studying, it's a one part, but those who are playing, both, you have to travel in both, and you should make it allied in both activity. So the success in the life and your career, there is no doubt about that. So nowadays, students are lacking with too many aspects when we compare to the old generation. But I am sure the institution like the great fathers are sitting, they are dedicating their full life to you and for your life. So by seeing your faces and physical structures, I am sure that you are a very fantastic character, having fantastic character, and your body and minds are very strong enough to face all sort of circumstances, and you can be a creator in future endeavors. I am seeing all the students are very bright. I am happy to be here standing before you as a sports person. You are trained through too many hurdles, too many difficult situations where you can develop your attitude, and too many things are you are getting now. From sunlight, I don't think how many students are getting direct sunlight from the sun every day. Can you show your hands? Raise your hands. How many are in the sunlight every day? Just raise your hands. Oh, too many. I'm happy this is because of the school. School managements are making you be playing in the sunlight. That's what you are a little bit looking energetic. So I bow to the fathers, reverend, who are working for your welfares, and I am giving a very good opportunity to stand before you and experience my small careers. Life is very short, make it as sweet. So it's a very good occasion. We all having short span of life. So every moment of life you should enjoy like this. Even in the hot sunlight, I think you are enjoying. So my best wishes and blessings. As a senior sports person, I can give blessings like your fathers sitting in the dais. Above all, the teachers are shaping everyone. Even nowadays, when I see my teachers, I simply bow down their feet and get their blessings. Even though we have grown to that level, even now, when I visit my native place, if I have this opportunity to see my teachers, I simply bow down, touch their feet and get their blessings. Though this is not for you, this is for the society. This is for the message everyone should carry to the universe. Nowadays, which is lacking across the nation, no respect is expected everywhere, including the house. So, my dear students, you should respect the neighbors, neighboring partners, team partners, school students, father, mother, the reverends, everybody. Respect is the most honorable thing in the world. Don't think if you are very stiff, that will yield all. If you are very stiff, you cannot adjust the situation. Okay? You all are know everything you know through internet and the WhatsApp telling you about everything good and bad. Both good and bad are in the WhatsApp. Nowadays it's very easy to catch up in your mind. But my dear students, if you catch up good things through the outside situations, it is a very good opportunity studying in the fabulous and fantastic management school like this St. Mary's Anglo-Indian Higher Secondary School. With these few words, I thank you all reverend fathers and the principal, vice principal, sisters, and teaching students, and all gathering fathers, sisters, parents, students, watching my small speech. With these words, I declare the 84th annual athletic meet for the year 2020-23 of St. Mary's Anglo-Indian Higher Secondary School, Chennai 1, open.
Thank you, sir, for that inspiring message and the blessings for our boys. The chief guest and the dignitaries on the dais will release the doves and the balloons. The doves symbolize peace. The balloon goes up the sky, signifying the start of 184th annual sports meet of St. Mary's Anglo-Indian Higher Secondary School.
The torch bearers, kindly be ready.
மிக அற்புதமாக தன்னுடைய சிறப்புரையை நிகழ்த்திய நம்முடைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் அவர்களுக்கு நம்முடைய பள்ளியின் சார்பில் மாணவ செல்வங்களின் சார்பில் நன்றியினை உரித்தாக்குகின்றோம். அந்த நன்றியினை நாம் அன்பளிப்புகள் வாயிலாக நிகழ்த்துவோம். ஆனாலும் இந்த புத்தகம் என்பது அன்பளிப்பாக வழங்கப்படுகிற பொழுது அதில் இருக்கக்கூடிய மகிழ்ச்சி என்பது வாங்குபவருக்கு மிக அற்புதமான ஒன்றாகத்தான் இருக்கும். அதுவும் அவருக்கு பிடித்த ஒரு துறையிலே ஒரு புத்தகத்தை அவருக்கு வழங்குகின்ற பொழுது அது இன்னும் மிகுந்த ஒரு நினைவு சின்னமாக இருக்கும். அந்த வகையிலே விவிலிய கண்ணோட்டத்தில் தமிழக சித்தர்கள் என்ற ஒரு அற்புதமான புத்தகம். இந்த புத்தகத்தை எழுதியவர் யார் என்பது நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரிந்திருக்கும். நம்முடைய முதல்வர் தந்தை அவர்கள்தான் அந்த புத்தகத்தினுடைய ஆசிரியர். மிக அற்புதமாக விவிலியத்தையும் சித்தர்களையும் ஒன்றிணைத்து அந்த புத்தகத்தை எழுதியிருக்கிறார். அதிலே ஆர்வமாக இருக்கக்கூடிய நம்முடைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் அவர்களுக்கு, நம்முடைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் உயிர் திரு அழகேசன் ஐஆர்எஸ் அவர்களுக்கு நம்முடைய முதல்வர் தந்தை அவருடைய கரங்களாலேயே அவருடைய புத்தகத்தை அவருக்கு அன்பளிப்பாக இந்த நேரத்திலே தர இருக்கின்றார். அந்த பரிசினை பெற நம்முடைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் அவர்களை அந்த நூலினை பெற அன்போடு அழைக்கின்றோம்.
The torch symbolizes the passion for the sports. The school sports torch will now be lit by our chief guest. This is the solemn part of our meet, the arrival of the torch. The champions of sports and games of our school are the torch bearers of this sports meet. Our chief guest lights the torch and hands it over to Master Varun A.S., who is an outstanding sportsman and has represented the school volleyball team at the divisional level.
The chance of taking over the torch now goes to Master Sandeep, the Secretary of Sports, who has represented Tamil Nadu in the national meet in the events 200 meters and 400 meters. He has secured the 7th position in the Indian ranking of athletes. He was the under 14 individual champion in the Tamil Nadu State Athletic Meet held at Trichy 2019-20.
Master Sandeep, the sports secretary, will now take the pledge on behalf of all the sportsmen.
We swear that we will take part in the school annual sports, respecting the rules and regulations which govern them, and participate in the true spirit of sportsmanship for the honor of our school and the glory of sports.
Taking part in this mass drill are the students of Standard 7. Our PT Master, Mr. Santosh, and the class teachers of Standard 7 deserve special applause for training the boys. That was wonderful. Congratulations, boys. It was indeed a beautiful sight to see you display your skills to the beat with picture-perfect coordination. Hats off to the boys and to the teachers who trained them. Come on, boys, give them a big applause once again. The winners of the 400 meters, Master Ashik Miran of Anthony House, Master Sanjay Kumar of Bosco House, and Master Siddharth of Anthony House, please come to the announcer's desk. Now we'll have the 100-meter event for the sub-juniors. Now we have the 100 meters event for the juniors. Now we have the 100 meters events for the super seniors.
I invite Sri Alagesan, IRS, our chief guest for the day, to give away the prizes to the winners.
That is the start of 4 into 400 meters mixed relay.
அப்பளம் வடை. யார் அவுட்டா டப்புன்னு போயிட வேண்டியதான். அவுட்னா நீங்களே போயிட வேண்டியதான். அப்பளம் வடை பாயாசம். பாயாசம் கை மூவ் பண்ணாலும் அவுட்டு. கை மூவ் பண்ணாங்களாம் அவுட்டு தான், டக்குன்னு போயிடணும். ஜட்ஜஸ் சரியில்லையே. அப்பளம் வடை பாயாசம் அவுட் ஆனவங்க டக்குன்னு போயிடணும். 2-3 பேர் நிற்கிறீங்களே, 2-3 பேர் நிற்கிறீங்க. டக்கு டக்குன்னு. ஜட்ஜஸ் எங்கே இருக்காங்க? ஜட்ஜஸ்லாம் டீச்சர்ஸ் வாங்க பார்க்கலாம். அப்பளம் பாயாசம் வடை அப்பளம். அந்த எப்படி பண்ணாலும் அவுட்டு. ஒரே இதுதான். அந்த அவுட்னா நீங்களே போயிட வேண்டியதான். அப்பளம் அப்பளம் கை அப்படின்னாலும் அவுட் தான். பாயசம் வடை பாயசம் அப்பளம் அப்பளம் பாயசம் அவுட் ஆனவங்க டக்குன்னு போயிடணும். 3 அவுட். அடுத்தது அப்பளம் பாயசம் வடை. கை அப்படி மூவ் பண்ணாலும் அவுட் தான், டக்குன்னு. யாரு? அப்பளம் பாயசம் வடை பாயசம். அவுட் 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 அவுட். அப்பளம் பாயசம் வடை டக்குன்னு செய்யணும், லேட்னா அவுட் தான். அப்பளம் பாயசம் வடை பாயசம் அப்பளம். அவங்க அவுட்னா அவுட் சொல்லிடுங்க. யாரு? அப்பளம் பாயசம் வடை பாயசம் அப்பளம் வடை பாயசம் அப்பளம் பாயசம். 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 பேர் இருக்கிறீங்களா? கொஞ்சம் ரெடி எல்லாம் என்ன பாருங்க. அப்பளம் பாயசம் வடை அப்பளம் பாயசம் வடை. லேட் பண்ண அவுட். அப்பளம் பாயசம் பாயசம் அப்பளம் வடை பாயசம் அப்பளம் பாயசம் வடை அப்பளம் பாயசம். அவுட் 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 அவுட். ரொம்ப லேட் அதான் லேட்டு. தேர்ட் பிளேஸ் அப்படி இருக்கணும். அப்பளம் பாயசம் வடை பாயசம் அப்பளம் வடை பாயசம் வடை. அவுட். இவங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இவங்க செகண்ட். ஓகே குட். ஸோ குட். ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட். சூப்பராக கை தட்டுங்கப்பா பேரண்ட்ஸுக்கெல்லாம். வெரி குட்.
The first event is 4 into 100 meters relay for juniors under 14 category.
Dear and Reverend Father Tamathiruthvam, the Rector and Correspondent, Mr. Anand Muthu, the guest of honor today, Reverend Fathers, Father PJ, Father KJ Anthony, Father Tarsius, Father Vincent, the Assistant Headmasters, Mr. Nicholas and Mr. PJ Irdiraj, teachers, parents, and my dear students. Good evening to all. Not able to hear you? Okay, good. I feel honored to introduce to you our guest of honor, Sri MGM Anand Muthu, Chairman, MGM Group of Companies, and to welcome him for the prize distribution of 184th sports meet of our school. Sri Muthu Joseph Anand has earned a bachelor's degree in commerce from the University of Madras. He is the managing director of MGM Group of Companies. He also leads a strategic group of companies within the MGM Group. To name a few, he is the shareholder cum director in Anand Transport Private Limited, Southern Agri-Friends Industries Limited, MGM Logistics Shipping Limited, MGM Entertainments Private Limited. Apart from the MGM Group, he is the shareholder cum director in Vital Industries India Private Limited, director in Magnum with Global Limited Singapore. He holds number of professional affiliations, and to name a few, he is the founder member cum secretary Southern Region of Indian Association of Amusement Parks in India, member in the Indo-Australian Chamber of Commerce, member in Indo-Italian Chamber of Commerce, member in India Asian Sri Lanka Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Inspired by his father, Chevalier Dr. M.G. Muthu, a visionary and the founder of MGM Group of Companies, Sri M.G.M. Muthu has proved himself as a successful entrepreneur. Sri M.G.M. Muthu is a philanthropist who has been helping many institutions and poor children to create a better society. I am very proud to introduce Sri M.G.M. Muthu, the past people of our St. Mary's School, to the dignitaries on the dais, to the parents who have gathered here, to the teachers, and to you, my dear students. He is an amazing person, a loving father, a caring husband, and an adorable son. People like him are hard to find. He is the face of our school. Every student should try and inculcate some of the values he wants. We are proud to have an alumnus like him who is doing so much for the society. Such selfless service is hard to witness. Dear students, it is really a wonderful feeling for anyone to be invited as the chief guest of honor to the same school where one studied. Dear children, how nice it would be if you too can make it to this stage as an alumnus to preside over the functions of this kind. We are very grateful to our guest of honor, Sri MGM Anand Muthu, an alumnus of our school, for accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion with his presence. Once again, I welcome Mr. Anand Muthu, the guest of honor, into our midst. Welcome.
Thank you, Father. The long-awaited moment has arrived. Our esteemed guest of honor for this function, Sri MGM Anand Muthu, Managing Director, MGM Group of Companies, and also a renowned past pupil of our school, will address the gathering. Sir, we are indeed happy to have you as our esteemed guest.
I'd like to first thank you for Reverend Father Thomas to invite me for this sports day. And let me recall a few of my old school memories. It really gives me a lot of happiness and satisfaction to come back to my school. I studied here in St. Mary's, that's our school in 1981 to 1987 end. So I do not know how many of us here would remember me. But yes, when I came back, most of the staff, old staffs, I'm able to still recollect that when I studied, they were there. It also gives me a lot of happiness to come back and being one among you, because I never expected that this moment of in my life that this would have happened. Unless otherwise, about 2 weeks back when I came to the school for just an occasion, I just came to the church because every Tuesday I try to come. But apparently that day I had come for some other meeting and then I dropped in. As the school gates were open, I came inside with recollecting all my memories. As I walked in, I thought, let me just meet the principal and say hello and introduce myself. And that's how I now being in front of you. If I'm going to share the moments of what I spent in the past in my school days, of course it will be a long story, but cut it short, I like to just say a few. I hope definitely this will all help you in your times to come in the future. Because Sports Day used to be one of the most awaited event for all of us, because we just don't prepare ourselves for the day, but we prepare ourselves for the whole year to be one of the best sportsmen. Because we start practicing every day, not just for the sports day. Every day we practice, because after the school sports then comes the inter-school sports. And once you shine yourself, then you go into the district level. So the events are throughout the year. And each one of you participating today in the sports day should practice every day. It's just not for today. You need to practice every day. It's not only to keep yourself fit, but sports also helps you to keep yourself very disciplined. Unless you practice every day. And no matter whether you win or you lose, that's not the game. You have to compete yourself for yourself. Don't look at the next person and say whether he got the first prize, second or third. No. You have to look at yourself and say, I'm going to win for myself. You have to compare yourself every day on your timing in terms of if you're athletic, if you do today, I do not know what is your 100 meters best of the timing. I think definitely it should be around 11 seconds, if I'm right. Because the way I saw the seniors running, it was excellent. So, and you guys should really practice and make sure that you're not just looking for participating in the school, but you'll also have to look at yourself to participate in major events. Why not even go to Olympics? And I'm also thankful to all my teachers who were with me in my past, not only in education, again in terms of developing me as a sportsman, because in St. Mary's I was not a very studious student, but I was a very good sportsman. I was a good athletic. So I had a good name in the sports academy. I had represented a lot of events. Up to the district level I had gone on behalf of our school. My PT master I'd like to mention here very specially, Mr. Karnanidhi sir. He not only inspired me to be a sportsman, he also inspired me to be a very good disciplined person. Because as a sportsman, if you're not disciplined, then it's very difficult for you to become a sportsman. Timing is very important for your practice because we report in the ground by 6:30. It goes on till 8 o'clock and then the school starts at 8:20. So we were given about 30 minutes permission and we report by 9 o'clock back to the school. And again in the evening, the school finishes at 3:20. We had to be in the ground by 3:45. It finishes at around 5:15 and then we go to the tuition. So the evening ends around 6:30. So it's very difficult to be a sportsman. It's very easy to become, you can be a very studious person, but as a athletic or as a sportsman, you need to really study well also, because that also is very important. So going back on my days, Mr. Karandi sir used to always take us a good drill, and he makes sure that each one of us wins the race. So happened that, I was just watching all of you wearing your spikes. In those days, in 1985-86, it's a very difficult product to get. I've never seen Adidas. It used to be so expensive. I think it used to cost about 100 and 150 rupees. So to buy this regular made Indian shoe was around 35 to 40 rupees. We used to come up to Pioneer Sports in Mount Road. And within about a week, when we practiced, it tore, so we had to throw it away. So again, we had to buy another one. So most of the times, parents doesn't give money for spikes, but they give money for the books. But still, my PT master used to help me a lot. So one time, when I was short of some money, and I told him that, sir, I'm short of 25 rupees. So Mr. Karani said, if I give you 25 rupees, will you win? Will you come first, or will you be able to get a medal for the school? I said, yes, sir. So I went and bought the first Adidas shoe at about 125, 130 rupees. It was a red color. So I came back and showed to him. I said, sir, how's this color? He said, color is not important. What is important is you and your confidence. Whether with this shoe you will win or not, it's not my opinion. Or whether the shoe is color red or yellow is not my opinion. You said you're short of money. I've given you. I want you to represent the school and get winning. Actually, for the event, I took about 1 week non-stop practice because I given a word. The 25 rupees was not the issue because I had given a promise that I will win. So 1 week I had to continuously practice, and on the final day I had won the prize. When I came back to him and said, sir, I realized one thing is, this is not the shoe what made me to win. This is the confidence what you kept on me and gave me that 25 rupees and said, the color doesn't matter. It is your commitment and is your goal. So this kind of encouragement has made me today to who I am in now front of you. So there are many incidences I could keep recollecting and share it with you, but definitely I will meet you all another time and share more. So, dear students, I like all of you to remember one thing is just don't take this day as another day. Take this another day as a milestone and keep going, keep winning more. Practicing is the key to success, to be the best of the athletics. And listen to your PT master and do well. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for inviting me again. Thank you, teachers, all of you are present here, because you are the source of inspiration for all of us. And I thank you, each one of you. Take care. Bye.
May I request Sri MGM Anand Muthu, Managing Director, MGM Group of Companies, our guest of honor, to distribute the trophies.
March Past Trophy for the house goes to Bosco House. Bosco House has scored 113 points. So may I invite the house captain, the house master, house mistress, and all the teachers of that particular house to come forward to receive the trophy. It is your house winning the trophy for the March Past, the much prestigious trophy. That's indeed a proud moment for the Bosco House members. Now, the units March Past, any guesses? It is the Scouts for the first time. It is for the first time Scouts are winning the trophy, and they have scored 119 points. It's a really proud moment. It is only after Mr. Sudarshan has taken over and they are receiving the trophy. A special mention to Mr. Sudarshan. And the discipline trophy, any guesses? It goes to undoubtedly Gabriel Ose. The captain is Lou Dijeron and the vice captain is Desmond. And finally, the much awaited moment. Who is lifting the trophy, the overall trophy? Yes, without any doubt, it is Anthony House with 141 points. It's a standout kind of a performance by Anthony House. Come on, give them a round of applause, boys. That's the overall trophy they are receiving. Fantastic.
It's time to thank all the people who made the difference to this sports meet. The guest of honor, Sri MGM Anand Muthu, the Managing Director of the MGM Group of Companies, the Salesian priests of St. Mary's community, teachers, parents, and my dear friends, I deem it a privilege to propose the vote of thanks for the success of the 184th Annual Sports Meet of St. Mary's Anglo-Indian Higher Secondary School. First and foremost, I thank the Lord Almighty for the favorable weather condition and for His awesome presence amidst us today. Next, I thank our chief guests, Sri M. Alagasan IRS and Sri MGM Anand Muthu, for their valuable presence and inspiring words. Thank you, sirs. I owe my deep sense of gratitude to our rector, Reverend Father Tamathirthuvam Irudayam, for his presence and warm words of welcome. My heartfelt thanks to Reverend Dr. Father Thomas M., our headmaster, for his meticulous planning, constant support and guidance. I also thank Reverend Father Vincent Kabilai, our administrator, Reverend Father P.J. Sebastian, our spiritual director, Reverend Father K.J. Anthony, and Reverend Father Thasius, our community counselors, for spending their valuable time and honoring us with their presence. A big thank you to our PTA President, Mr. Satish, for being with us this evening to witness our sports day. I am deeply indebted to our assistant headmasters, Mr. M. Nicholas and Mr. P.J. Irudayaraj, for their assistance and guidance towards the smooth conduct of the event. My heartfelt thanks to all the retired teachers of our school who have taken the trouble to come all the way to grace this occasion. I acknowledge and appreciate the services rendered by the physical education teachers of other schools towards the smooth conduct of our school sports day. My sincere thanks to our physical education teachers, Mr. Bhaskar Anand, Mr. Santosh Rajan, and Mr. Jose Lennon, for all the arrangements made to make this day a memorable one for all of us. A special word of thanks to our school choir, Miss Iris Alexander and Miss Mary Priya, for the beautiful singing. I place on record my sincere thanks to all the house masters and house mistresses who train their house students to perfection in everything. I appreciate and acknowledge the tireless efforts of the teachers in charge of various units. Mr. Swaminathan in charge of the school team, Mr. Jose in charge of the RSP, Mr. Bhaskar in charge of the NSS, and Mr. Sudarshan in charge of the Scouts. Thank you, teachers, for all the efforts that you have taken in training the students to march to the beat in coordination. I thank the announcers of the day, Mrs. Helen Jacinta and Mrs. Noella Miranda, for their lively commentary. I'm obliged to the scorers of the day, Miss Iris, Miss Maria Usha, and Mr. Balraj, for the score updates which made the day interesting. I thank Mr. Santosh and the class teachers of Standard 7 for the good display of the mass drill. Of course, it was a spectacular show. I thank Mr. Jose, the teacher in charge of the sports torch, who made sure that everything went well. I thank Mr. Sudarshan, who had seen to the releasing of the doves, Mr. Jayaselian and Mrs. Sabitra for arranging the prize winners, Mr. Sabitra, Miss Monica, and Miss Lima Infanta for getting ready with the certificates, and Mr. Sebastian Santosh for seeing to the refreshments. I'm grateful to all the teachers of various houses who maintained discipline and order throughout the program. My sincere thanks to the non-teaching staff of our school who worked behind the scene to make this event a memorable one for all of us. Last but certainly not the least, I appreciate and thank all the student volunteers who offered their services in the best way possible in making this event a success. Thanks one again to all of you.
Dear friends, now we are entering into a solemn moment. The lowering of the school flag unwinds a nostalgic moment of the day gone by. We have winners and also those who did not make it to the victory stand. What matters the most is not just the prize. It is also the spirit of participation and perseverance, and many students have proved this. Yet the days ahead bring hope and joy for a better and brighter tomorrow. Building up hope, valor, and the spirit to succeed yet again in the years to come.
As the long day wanes and the evening slowly moves in, the solemn music is being played. The school flag is lowered slowly and slowly to the cadence of music, signifying the close of the school annual sports meet for the year 2022-23. Untied by the PT teacher, Mr. Jose Lennon, and he hands it over to Master Varun, the Assistant Sports Secretary. Who in turn hands it over to the four house captains.
The flag is folded up neatly and handed over to Master Ben Tony, the captain of Bosco House, the overall champions of the year 2019. He gracefully hands it over to the sports secretary, Master Sandeep. He, in turn, hands it over to the school pupil leader, Master Christopher Warren Alexander.
The school people leader hands over the school flag to the chief guest. The chief guest, in turn, hands it over to our rector and correspondent, Reverend Father Tamathiruthuvam, to his safe custody, not to be put away forever, but to be unfurled at the next sports meet yet again.
As all good things come to an end, we come to the end of this annual sports meet. We are grateful to God for this wonderful day. We thank everyone present here for making this day a grand success.
गणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे